What is going on, you guys? It has been maybe 6 months, maybe 7 months since I last posted on YouTube, and a lot has happened in my life over the last 6 months. A lot of good stuff, very thankful. But yeah, in this video, I'm going to be covering a recap of 2024, but most importantly, what to expect in the short term and vacation rental industry going into 2025. And in the second half of the video, going to dive deeper into an awesome new way to create an income stream for both new and existing properties. So super stoked to dive into that, and it doesn't really take a ton of effort from you as a host if you currently have properties. So without further ado, a couple quick life updates. I had a second kid, and my wife delivered the baby by herself in the back of the Range Rover. We're about an hour away from the birth center. We were about 15 minutes away, and it was in the middle of the night, rainy and dark, barely any cell service, and I guess the baby was ready to come. So it happened. Thankfully, my wife's a badass. Delivered the baby. I finally found a place to pull over, and she's like, no, just keep going. So it was just crazy, but mom and baby are healthy, and yeah, our daughter's now a big sister. So the fam is growing. And then on the business front, we sold one of our underperforming properties down in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and 1031 exchanged it to our biggest ever property. It's about 10,000 square feet. It's in Western North Carolina near the Asheville region. And that one is currently under rehab and is going to be a monster. We're going to be putting stuff like an outdoor short course, like a legit golf course. It has a pool, mountain views. It'll have a home gym, almost like a spa-like setup. So super stoked to bring that one to life and show you guys. We also launched another new property in Hilton Head, South Carolina, a big amenity-packed property. It was also a big rehab, kind of seeing the theme, if you guys follow me, going after some of these bigger properties that have good bones but need a lot of rehab. So we're forcing appreciation on the property and then forcing it to turn into a cash cow in terms of cash flow. So that's exciting. So we currently have 8 live properties, setting up a 9th. In 2024, 8 properties did over $1.5 million on Airbnb, VRBO, Booking.com, and direct booking. And then on the business front, had the pleasure of teaching over 600, maybe 700 new people around the world, but mostly in the U.S., but several international folks as well through B&B Investor Academy. So that's been phenomenal. And then our management company, oh my gosh, we did $23 million in gross rental income through bookings for our homeowners. And we grew to over 300 properties under management. So that's just like insane. We launched our B&B turnkey offer late in actually 2023, but that has really grown in 2024. It's a done-for-you offer. You guys can grab info in the description below if you're interested in that. And then Summer-Led Designs, we designed exactly 360 properties. So that's almost a property a day designed all over the country. And it has just been phenomenal to see that growth there as well, and helping people make a lot more money in Airbnb and short-term rentals, generally speaking. So that's a couple quick life updates, some business updates. Yeah, so let's get into 2024 and then what to expect in 2025. I think the economy is pointing in the right direction. Interest rates started to come down a little bit towards the end of 2024, and the stock market has been reaching 52-week and all-time highs in many respects. So the real estate market, I believe, tends to lag the stock market just a little bit, and I would expect the real estate market to be pretty strong in 2025, but time will tell. So honestly, I'm really focused on still trying to grab these properties under market value, for some appreciation on them before the rest of the market and the rest of the investors jump back in. 2024, kind of piggybacking off of 2023, was a huge focus on amenities. Like, everyone started to get into professional design. I mean, 360 people did professional design just with Summer-Led, right? There's a lot of other professional design companies that popped up as well. So people are very focused on that. They're worried about not providing a quality property and good design. They understand that you have to have a good click rate and a good placement on Airbnb and VRBO search rankings to even get seen. So design and photos have been really important, and amenities. It's been the amenities arms race the past 2 years. And in 2025, that will continue. But what I'm noticing, the strongest performing properties, they don't have to be big properties. Some of these are like the tiniest little homes, like literally tiny homes, are the ones that are providing a unique or a one-of-a-kind experience. So my projection for 2025 is it's going to be, or the experience or experiential based properties are going to be the ones that win and provide the highest ROI this year, for sure. So that's what I would focus on. So design's still critical, but it's really like, what do I buy? What do I build? How can I craft a one-of-a-kind experience that someone does not get in their ordinary life, right? So how can I provide that? Whether it's through amenities or through the landscape or a unique home, like a special mirror house, right, in the middle of the mountains somewhere. I don't know, whatever it is. There's so many great examples out there. Or a dedicated couples getaway. I've seen some really interesting ones pop up. So that's what I would focus on. Personally, I'm not as focused on like the major rental markets that everyone else is. I'm more focused on like the mid to up and coming vacation markets. Less focus for me on the urban areas. I feel like those got super competitive, super fast, a lot of regulatory challenges that have happened over the past couple of years, and I foresee happening again in 2025 and beyond. And then let's get into how to make a little more money, because as it's gotten more competitive, we've seen RevPAR, revenue per available rental, come down in a lot of markets. All that really means is that supply has grown faster than demand has. So revenue per available listing is quite literally just taking the total market revenue divided by the number of listings. So if RevPAR is going up, usually the rental market is strengthening. And if it's going down, typically it's, people are making a little bit less money overall. That's not to say that people aren't still making a killing. It's just more competitive. So everyone in the middle is starting to feel a little bit of pressure. And my guess is that since, the post-COVID travel boom, a lot of people have started to make less and less money, especially in 2023. 2024 was a good bounce back year in terms of travel. But that is, it's a challenge for people, and especially for new investors. So without further ado, let's talk about how you can make more money. I mean, obviously there's, things you can charge in the property as additional fees, like, I don't know, a pet fee or pool heating fee. There's lots of different things you could charge guests. But let's talk about the number one thing that I'm seeing right now through a company called Minoan. So if you guys aren't familiar with Minoan or Minoan Experience, what they introduced to the market not too long ago, which has been phenomenal, is a way for investors to streamline ordering furniture and decor and other items, and also snag some awesome discounts that you wouldn't ordinarily have access to. So they work through different channels like Wayfair, for example, and then you can go through their site and you could, select, again, there's a ton of different online retailers that they work with, but you can get it all from one place. And then there's a plug-in through these different sites, and then you can order everything from one snapshot. So that's what Minoan initially brought to the market that started to really catch fire. A lot of my clients are using it. I've used it. Summerled's used Minoan a lot. But one of the most fascinating tools that they just launched recently was the Minoan Showroom. And this is how, you can not just save money by ordering new furniture, but you can make money with existing properties and new properties by quite literally making your property shoppable. And why I love it is because it's non-invasive. What I mean by that is you're not asking your current, guests for more money for a service. So it's super easy to sign up. You can go to Minoan. I'll drop the link below to the website, and you can sign up for Showroom, and you can actually do existing properties, which is fascinating. So you can drop links to all of the existing things, whether it's a coffee pot, pillows, sheets, towels, soaps, and shampoos, like literally whatever, including stuff from Amazon, which is awesome. And a guest can simply scan a QR code, right? You could place them throughout the house. Hey, if you loved whatever in the house, take a piece of your experience home, So that's really cool. And what happens is if they go to the QR code and they click on one of these links, they can then buy that or buy any other item that catches their eye once they're on that respective online retailer. And the coolest part is that you can make a commission on anything that they purchase. So the commissions range on the very low end, like 0.5%, to upwards of 12%. Most of them I found on their website. You can look when you guys get signed up with Minnow, and you can actually see all the different commissions available, but most of them range in that like 3 to 6 or 7% range, which is great. So it's truly a passive stream of income, especially if you already have properties set up and running. So what better thing could you do to create an additional income source for your property? And the reason it's so important to figure out different ways or creative ways to make money for your property or to lower your expenses, because as it gets more competitive, you want to maintain or increase profitability with your property, right? Because at the end of the day, we're chasing high ROI, high cash flow, high passive income. So yeah, I'll drop a link to it down below. Again, super company. 2 different tools, main tools that you can use for them: ordering new furniture, getting great discounts on them. Highly recommend that for any of your new properties or replacing consumables, month over month for your guests or for your cleaners. And then most importantly, for existing and new properties, the Minnow showroom, guys, just go do it. It's free to use. Both tools are free. So it's not like you have to sink a bunch of money into it to see a return on your investment there. It's completely free. Get set up and take advantage of that. So that is recap of 2024, 2025. Pretty quick video. I'm going to try and get back on YouTube and get into more of the educational content. I've been posting a lot on Instagram and TikTok recently. It's just more efficient and easier, I feel like, to reach a bigger audience. But I do love posting on YouTube because I get a little bit more in the weeds. You guys can see a little bit more of my personality and everything that we actually have going on behind the scenes here. If there's anything in particular you want to see more of, feel free to drop a comment below. Otherwise, guys, Happy New Year. And hopefully you guys had an awesome 2024 and have set some ambitious goals for 2025. And yeah, I'll see y'all soon. Appreciate you watching.